So you guys were I'm hearing a lot of you guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. There you go. Crazy Cat Lady Gamer Reviewer or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use, educational, for education and entertainment purpose.
Hi everybody, Martha here. So I almost didn't have a video come up yesterday for you guys because before we begin this her Justice League Snyder cut review, because when I did one of the Superman episodes, episode 4 I think, Superman and Lois episode, YouTube decided to do a strike thing, and they took it back. So just want to let you guys know that happened. They took it back because they made a mistake. YouTube makes mistakes. I'm happy they took it back. But anyway, so I just want to say that before we begin this review. And so, let's start with this review. I have the camera light on just in case the thing that starts to decide the reviews. That movie was 4 hours long! And it was actually longer for me probably because my internet's very slow. And I think HBO Max's app is like the worst one that it deals with less. But Disney Plus was, no, this one is. So, anyway, so this is the second movie I've watched on HBO Max. The second thing I've watched on HBO Max. I don't know if I'm going to keep it any longer, but no, I think I know the next thing I want to watch is maybe Warner Brothers is, the Mortal Kombat movie. But let's talk about this movie. So this movie begins on a different spot than the one that came to theaters of Justice League. The Justice League the one that came to theaters began on a cell phone and a kid's talking to Superman. This one begins right after. This one begins when Superman dies. And we see them we see all the starts with the credits, and we see a bunch of characters they're gonna show on here and stuff like that. And so, and then when the credits end, Bruce is going to meet Arthur to try to ask him, "Will you join my Justice League to save the world?" And he says no. And he calls him Batman in front of every single person in front of there, and Bruce doesn't care at all. So I'm like, what? And I still say what here because I said what actually in the theaters. Why, Bruce? Why aren't you yelling at him? He's telling everybody, "Hey, this is Batman. This is Batman." Right, you just took a bat right in front of these guys, and he's not caring. He still doesn't care here. I mean, they did different angles. We saw this scene in the theater version, and let me explain to you. Let me explain to you why there's two different cuts. I might explain this during one of the other reactions, but Zack Snyder had a family tragedy during the making of Justice League when he was going to make make two movies for that, where his daughter died. Well, she committed suicide, and he had to eat time to grieve. So they got Joss Whedon to finish the movie and made it to where it was not the movie that Zack Snyder wanted. So now that he's able to cope as well as he could with his loss, and I even like the fact that I think at the end of the movie it says for Autumn. I think that might be his daughter's name. So I like that. And so he made this 4-hour movie now, and I know that he was probably going to make this into a 4 episode series. Maybe that would have been better because, man, me watching this was exhausting, somewhat. So, but this is a lot better than the one that Joss Whedon made. If you ask me, not that many funny parts are in it. There's a lot. It's a lot more darkness in it, and I like the fact that we get to see why Steppenwolf is doing this to us, because in the theater cut he is just doing it, just saying mother, mother, mother. He looks like something that belongs in a PS3 or PS2 version. He looks a lot better here in this version, and we like during the first two parts, he goes and gets this first mother box from the Amazonians. Then he goes and gets the one from. Then like during like part 3 and part 4, he goes and gets there's like 5 or 6 parts in this. Because like every single like 30 minutes it says like part this yada yada yada, and he goes and gets the one from Atlantis, and he also gets one, and then he goes and gets the one that makes Superman come back to life. During just like he did in the theatrical cut. So, yep, and we do get to see Darkseid and the Side. We see both of them in this movie. He was not; those two were not in this in the theatrical cut, and so it was kind of cool seeing what Darkseid looked like and what he sounded like. I did not see every single trailer of this because I wanted to keep. I like surprises, and so I think I am because there's like I don't know like at least 6 trailers of the cut that Zack made. I didn't watch. I don't think I only watched 2 of them, and so because I heard there was a lot of like trailers for this, and so I decided not to watch any more beyond this count because I don't want the trailers telling me the whole entire movie, even though I know pretty much what's going to happen in this movie because since I saw the theatrical cut. And so yeah, and I used to own that cut. I got rid of it because I didn't like it. So Bruce is going around and getting Barry, Arthur, and Victor to join his Justice League. Diana's already on his side, and Clark is dead. So he has to go and convince the other 3 to join him. And we do see another Justice League member in this movie. He doesn't really help. He does convince like Lois to like get her game back in the game because Lois stopped going to the Daily Bugle to work. They didn't fire her, but she could not go to work with Clark dead. She was sapped. She was still grieving. She just couldn't work. She probably couldn't work. And we do see Martian Manhunter in this movie too, and he convinces her to like get her head back in the game. And we see him also at the epilogue. There's also an epilogue coming to Bruce after he has a weird nightmare where Clark goes berserk, and he has like Mira, Deathstroke, Cyclops, and Flash there, and Joker. I knew Joker was going to be in this because I heard. I did not watch the trailer that he's in because I knew it was only going to be one scene. And I was waiting for that to show up, and he did pretty good. I think that he's definitely gotten better than he did when he was in Suicide Squad. He looks a lot better. Nope, I know because his tattoos are covered up and they got rid of the ones that are on his face. They made his hair longer. So yeah, I think he looks better this way. And I have nothing against tattoos. I have tattoos, but there is a limit to how many you should have. And if some of them that he had were meaningless, then were not needed to be on him. Some of them could be okay, but they just the Joker he did was not the Joker I knew. And this one act more like a Joker, I would say, is Joker. So I think Zack Snyder did a better Joker than they did in Suicide Squad, and he was on here less time than he was on Suicide Squad. He's still not the best Joker. I still won't probably start him as a Joker until he's actually a villain in one movies, if he ever is a villain. I would like to see the one where he goes and kills Dick Grayson, since it's Dick Grayson that he killed, not Jason in this. But we probably won't, because as far as we know, this is the only one we see. So, and a lot of the scenes that we see in this movie are similar to the ones we've seen in the theatrical cut, but they're different. Well, we see a lot of the characters like walking around, going to place, and that's it. And that part bugged me. I saw there's a lot too much walking in this movie, but there is a lot of scenes in this movie that were not in the original. Like we get to see Gordon going up there to turn on the bat symbol to get Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, and Cyclops to come and talk to him. He just thinks Batman's going to show up, but the other three show up. The other three show up, and they do all leave before he's done talking to them, and only one that stays there is the Flash. Says that's rude, and he leaves. So, a lot happens in this movie, and there's just so much. There's so much. I don't know if I can say it all to you guys, but we still get to see the scene where Lex Luthor meets Deathstroke on the boat. That was the end credit scene for the theatrical cut, which doesn't make sense. We're never gonna. I don't know. We're never seeing that Batman movie that this is supposed to be talking about. So I don't even know why he even bothered putting that scene in there. Because Ben Affleck's not making that Batman anymore. Matt Reeves is the one that is gonna have around patents in it. So why bother? A lot of these scenes that for the epilogue are setting up something that probably will never happen. But if they do, I'm happy about it. Because as far as I know, I don't know if they're making any more movies for this universe that would have all the Justice League members. If they did, I would want them to have Shazam in it. Because that movie out of that universe is my favorite one. Is Shazam's. I don't like Batman vs. Superman. I have it. I just got Man of Steel. I have not watched it yet, so I can't really judge it. I've seen both Wonder Womans. Wonder Woman first was definitely gooder than the first one. The second one was okay. Aquaman, it was alright, but I would say Shazam's the best one. So yeah. And so this movie is, yes, it's worth watching. If you're planning to get HBO Max for a little bit, go and get it. Is it worth $15 to go and watch or go and watch it in theaters? Here you have to watch an HBO Max for $15 per month. It's worth it, yes. Hopefully your internet is better than mine. Yes, we did some spoiler talk in this, but most of the scenes that you have seen, that you saw the theatrical cut, are in here. Some of them are not. Yes, they did fix the lip problem that Clark had. That Henry Cavill had. It's his real upper lip. Okay, he doesn't have a mustache here to cover up. And yes, they got the black suit here, which is pretty cool. So I think they just wanted to have everything tie up and actually have where Joker actually talks to Bruce in this too. So I know I did not talk about everything, but I don't think I could. I can, whatever. But it was a good movie. I'm probably gonna be giving this movie a I don't remember how I got the Renegade original, but it was so long ago. It was 4 years ago. I'm pretty sure I did review it for you guys, but that movie did come out 4 years ago, pretty much. And so I'm gonna give this movie. I know I didn't say everything, but I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Now I'm gonna go watch all the spoiler talks now that I'm able to without them spilling the beans for me. By going at Solly and have him talk and give you guys and do that for you. So
Bad cat. So I give this movie all 4 paws. So I'll see you guys later. Like, favorite, subscribe, and bye-bye.